Hi friends, welcome to the channel Unshackling Sudokus and Puzzles. Ashish here, and today I'll be covering another classic Sudoku on our channel. Now this Sudoku has been constructed by a Fryer, and I really thank the author for giving us an opportunity to cover a video on our channel. So when I saw this Sudoku at the start, when the first I saw this Sudoku, I tried to solve it and I couldn't solve this Sudoku myself. So I had to use some chains and other advanced logic to get through this. But there was one intended logic that was required to solve this Sudoku. So I was not getting the logic at the start. And then I just had a intuition that there has to be something with the title of this Sudoku. So the title of this Sudoku was something really different from what we usually have. I will not actually reveal the title now. Reveal the title when I come at the point where I got stuck and I will use the intended logic, right? So the title of this Sudoku is quite different, and thinking about the title, I actually assume that there has to be something a logic that is with regarding to the title. And while scanning the grid again where I was stuck, I saw the intended solve path what author has intended, and I must say that it's an excellent idea, a really beautiful idea that I haven't seen anywhere else actually. A really an excellent idea, and I really loved the logic that the author has intended in this. So I thought of covering a video on this one because this is something very different I had to see in this Sudoku, and I must say that it is really beautiful. So I hope you enjoy this video, but before watching the full video I will recommend you to try out this Sudoku yourself and then watch the video if you don't get the intended solve path. And before going to the Sudoku, I would highly recommend you to subscribe to the channel Unshackling Sudokus and Puzzles if you haven't done so. It will really motivate us to cover videos on daily basis. And if at all you have a request for any Sudoku variant or a puzzle genre, do let us know in the comment below and we'll surely make a video on it. Excuse me. So coming back on this Sudoku now. Let us solve this Sudoku using normal basic techniques here first. So I see a 9 here and a 9 here. So 9 would have to be here in this cell. That gives you a 9 in one of these two cells. Okay, that gives you 9 in one of these two cells. Okay, so a 9 cannot be here. A 9 would have to be in one of these two cells. Why don't we use a corner pencil mark here? Sorry. Why don't we use the corner pencil mark here? Okay. So this cannot be a 9, that gives you a 9 in this cell. Okay, so we got the 9s here. Any more 9s possible? Yeah, you get a 9 here as well, right? And then, yeah, you cannot have a 6 here. So 6 would have to be in one of these two cells. That gives you a 6 here in this box. That's nice. Okay. Yeah, so this is the place where actually I got stuck. Oh, you can get one more digit here. That was a really good one. In this column, 5 cannot be here. So 5 would have to be in one of these two cells, right? But a 5 here will eliminate 5 from these three cells. So you'll have 5 in these three cells. That eliminates 5 from this cell and you get a 5 here. And these two digits are 3 and 4, right? So let me mark that here. 3, 4 here. Yeah, okay. 6. So these digits are 1. Okay, 1 and 5. 6 are already marked. 1 and 5 here. Okay, sorry. 1 and 5. 5 cannot be here. So this is 1 and 6. 1, 5 and 6. Okay. Yeah. These digits are 1, 2 and 3. 2 cannot be here. So 2 would have to be in one of these two cells. 8, 6, 9, 7, 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 5. So this cell can only be 1 and 2, right? I'll just mark a few pencil marks here wherever required. Wherever we have, many digits given in a box, in a band, or I mean to say a row or a column, I'll just mark pencil marks over that, right? As usual we do in a regular classic Sudoku. I won't try and mark all the possible candidates in all the possible cells. That will be very tedious process because we are not learning a particular logic for now, but there is something really different about this Sudoku and I really want you to know about it really. So this is 1, 5, 2 and 4. 1, 2, 4 and 5. 5 cannot be here, 4 cannot be here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 4 and 1, 2, 4 and 5. Okay. These digits can also be marked because you have 5 digits already placed in these cells in this column here. So 1, 4, 5 and 7. 5 cannot be here. 1, 4, 7. 1, 4, 5 and 7. 5 and 7, right? Okay. Yeah, 3 here, you cannot have a 3 here. If you see this cell actually, you have a 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 1, 2 and 3, right? This would have to be 1, 2 and 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 8. Okay, these columns 1, 5, 6 and 8. So this would have to be 1, 5, 8. Can you get a triplet of 1, 5, 8? Let us see. 1, 3, 4 and 6. So 1, 3, 4 and 6. Nothing here with that. 3 would have to be in one of these two cells. 4 would have to be in one of these two cells. 5 in these cells. 3, 4, 5, 1 and 2. 2 in one of these 3 cells. Okay. Okay. 2 would have to be in one of these two cells because in this row 2 can only be in these two cells. So you eliminate 2 from this cell. That was easy. Yeah. Now these cells also might be possible for us to write the candidates because yeah. 1, 2, 5, 7 and 8. 1, 2, 5, 8. 1, 2, 7, 8. 1, 2, 5, 8. 5, 7 and 8. Okay. This is done. Till now we have done this, right? And now exactly at this point of time I got stuck and I had to use some very big chains and really difficult logic that is not possible in a competition, or even I would say it's not a one-stepper logic. But what author has intended here is totally awesome, guys. Is really beautiful, mesmerizing. I would say it's totally unbelievable. A kind of a logic that I have never seen in a classic Sudoku. And at this point of time, I just realized that what is there with the title of this Sudoku. So the title of this Sudoku by the author was WWW. So I was like just thinking what is with the title here. You have 1, 2, 3 pair here. Didn't see that here, right? 6, 7, 8. So this would have to be 6, 7, 8. So yeah, coming back to it, I just thought what is with the title here. I didn't get anything. It's it has to continue with a website name, a domain name, or what, www dot or something. I was just totally confused. Then I realized, do we have any advance or any logic related with W, something that starts with W, and then I just realized it can be a W wing. I scanned the Sudoku. I didn't find any W wing here. But then I suddenly saw that you have 1, 2, 1, 2 and 1, 2 here. So what is to be done with this? Is there something that is helping with this 1, 2, 1, 2 and 1, 2 pair? 1, 2 possibilities you have here, but all of these in these 3 boxes which are not seeing each other. This cell is not seeing this cell is not seeing this cell, and this cell is not seeing this cell. So there has to be something with this. Then I realized, it took a lot of time for me to realize that you have a row here that has 1 and 2 only in these 3 cells. You cannot have a 2 in one of these 2 cells, and these 3 cells can have a 2. So 2 will have to be in one of these 3 cells. And then this thing actually struck my mind to see that all of these 3 cells are seen by this cell. All these 3 cells are simultaneously seeing this cell, and this cell is seeing these 3 cells simultaneously. And what a W wing this is. This is something amazing. An extended W wing, or maybe I would say a super W wing. Actually, you got what the logic is. You still didn't get it, then I would really love to say you that the logic here is, if all of these 3 cells have a 2, then none of these cells in this row can have a 2. In this row you cannot have a 2 if all of these 3 cells have a 2. And how can we get all of these 3 cells to be 2? The moment you write a 1 here, what an awesome logic this is, guys. The moment you write a 1 here, this becomes 2, this becomes 2, this becomes 2, and then nothing is there in this cell. You cannot have a 2 in any of these cells in the row. What a beautiful logic this is, guys. A really excellent logic this was. The moment I saw this, I was really amazed by the way this has been done. What an amazing logic this was. The moment you get a 1 here, these 3 cells become a 2, and then none of these cells can have a 2. I actually put this Sudoku in the wiki solver here, in Sudoku wiki, and it was something really hard Sudoku, something like around 300 points, and the rating was 300, and it was showing some different kind of advanced logics here. The moment I got this logic, I had to put that in the solver and see what does it shows, and this is really amazing. A computer cannot think this way, a human sees, right? What an excellent logic this was. And the moment I saw this logic, I was really, I wanted to thank the author for such a wonderful Sudoku. I really thank the author again for such a wonderful Sudoku and such a wonderful idea. So the moment you have a 1 here, all of these 3 cells become 2, and none of these cells can have a 2. So this becomes a 3 here. That eliminates 3 from this cell. You have a 1, 2 here. That this becomes a 3 now. That becomes a 4, and this becomes a 3 now. Wow, excellent, right? So these 2 cells become 1 and 6, and this becomes 3 now again, right? So you have 4, 5, 3, 1 and 6. So 1 is eliminated from these cells. You have a 5, 8 pair again. See, guys, the moment you get a 3 here, this Sudoku is nothing now. It solves so easily, so nicely, that you wouldn't even think of it. See, you eliminate a 4 from this cell, so 4 would have to be here, right? And yeah, so you have 1, 5, 7. So you have a 5, 8 pair here that eliminates 5 from this cell. Now if you see this row, 5 can only be in this cell. The moment you get a 5 here, this becomes 7, this becomes 1, this becomes 2, this becomes 5 here, and that becomes a 7 here. That becomes a 6 here. 6 is eliminated from this cell. See the way the Sudoku is flowing, guys. This becomes 1, a 6 here. Okay. And you have a 1 in one of the. Okay, the 5 here eliminates 5 from this cell as well. You have 1, 6. So you need to have a 2 and 8. 2 and a 5 here, right? So this becomes a 5 here. That gives you a 2 here. This is a 2, right? So this cannot be a 2. 2 would have to be in one of these 2 cells. Anything else we are missing? So 1 would have to be in one of these 2 cells. That gives you 1 in these 2 cells, right? Okay. Anything else? 3 would have to be in one of these 2 cells. And 5 cannot be here. So this is 1 and 8. 1, 8 and 9, right? So this would have to be 8 and 9. And 1, 8 and 9. Right? And anything else? You have 5, 8 here. 1, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4 and 9. 3, 9, 2 and 4. So you get a 2, 4 pair as well. So these 2 digits are 3 and 9. Okay. 1, 5 and 8, right? So this is 1, 8, 1, 5, 8. 1, 5, 6 and 8, right? 6. So 1, 5, 8. You get a 1, 5, 8 triplet here. So this becomes 1 and this becomes 6. Sorry. This becomes 6 and this becomes 1, because you cannot have a 6 here, and 6 is not possible in these 2 cells as well. So that becomes 1, that becomes 8, 5, 1. Okay, that gives you an 8 here, that gives you a 7 here and an 8 here. That eliminates 8 from this cell. Okay, 1, 2, this becomes 3 and 4, 1, 3 and 4. Okay, 1, 2, 4 and 6. So 6 would have to be here. That gives you a 2 and 4 here. So you get a 2 here because of the 4 here. That gives you a 1, a 4, a 3, a 1, a 2 and a 1. That gives you a 2 here. And both 1 and 2 are eliminated from this cell. So this becomes 5 and 8. So this is 8. This is 5. this is 8, this is 7, this is 1, and 9 and 8 here. That gives you a 3 and a 9 here, right? So these two dates are 4 and 7, so that gives you a 7 and a 4, that gives you 4 and a 5, and that gives you 2 and a 4. And with that we complete this gorgeous, excellent classic Sudoku by Fryer. What an excellent Sudoku this was. I really thank the author for such a wonderful Sudoku. Without the the logic, without the logic that we have seen, a super vibing, I would say an extended, a super amazing vibing, this Sudoku was really a difficult one. Seeing these kind of logics is really amazing, guys, and we really come forward with such classic Sudokus. So I really recommend you to subscribe to our channel Unshackling Sudokus and Puzzles if you haven't done so. It will really motivate us to cover videos on daily basis. And if at all you have a request for any Sudoku variant or a puzzle genre, do let us know in the comment below and we'll surely make a video on it. Thank you for watching the video.